Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your monthly message for October 2020 and beyond. Whenever the universe nudges you to watch, I do consider these readings timeless, and I hope that they would find you whenever you need to hear this message the most. So these readings also are general, so keep that in mind when you're watching. It's not going to apply with everyone. I certainly wouldn't expect it to. However, what I say is if this particular reading doesn't connect, that's okay. There's plenty of other readers out there in YouTube world. I'm pretty sure one of them out there has the messages that you're looking for this time around. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with a fortune card. This is basically going to be the theme of your message. So let's see what messages come true or come through. What messages come true? Interesting. What messages come through for you, Taurus? Oh my goodness. For Rudy and Slip. Maybe that's an indication of something. I don't know. All right, so let's see. What messages come through for you, Taurus? Let's see. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Venus. Oh, look at that. Luck. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. Four-leaf clover, it is indeed a lucky symbol. So let's see, Taurus, what else do we have for you? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. Let's see if we can get 3 cards to help with this reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, October 2020 and beyond, whenever the universe nudges Taurus to watch this video or places it in front of your awareness and you feel that nudge, right? So let's see, 3 cards. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I feel like it's those 2 and this one. All right, let's see what we have. The Magician. Holy cow. All right. The Judgment energy. Beautiful. 2 major arcanas already. And the Hermit. This is fascinating. Okay. Wow. Very, very impactful already. So basically what this feels like it's saying to me, Taurus, is that luck is on your side. I also feel that my little slip in the beginning may be indication of maybe a wish or a manifestation with the Magician coming true. And luck is on your side in order to allow this thing to come to fruition. I feel like the Magician energy has put in a lot of work. So Taurus, I feel like you've put in a lot of work towards something that is important to you, something that perhaps you feel is integral. I almost want to say to your spiritual journey over here with the Hermit, because that Hermit card is also Virgo, by the way. The Hermit energy is an energy where it does the inner work. It has to do the deep dive. It has to do the soul searching in order to find and follow its inner guidance, its inner light. And as you can see here, the star is in his lantern. So it's kind of like a hidden star card in a sense. But that light and that lantern is really just his own inner knowing, his own inner light that he is following, and following it in faith. Okay, and a lot of times when we're in manifestation mode, that is what's required. We need to work and operate through the vibration of faith and knowing and surrender. And a little bit of surrender is also coming from this Judgment, because in order to go in the direction of, or walk in an energy of faith, you do have to release some things, some baggage, some obstacles within ourselves, like this Judgment would. We have to release that, let it go, free ourselves, liberate ourselves in order to have a rebirth moment. And it's oftentimes in that rebirth moment that we release the shackles that bind us and hold us back, so that way we could truly be free and walk like the Hermit in the direction of his calling. Okay, so I do feel that, Taurus, some of you are really in the throes of manifesting something big for yourselves. Again, 3 major arcanas here. You're manifesting something big for yourself. It may indeed be of a spiritual nature, but it also may be a wish on the heart. And I'm saying a wish because at the end of the day, the star is, you know, kind of not so overt, but it is there. It's it's calling my name. So I'm kind of like feeling drawn to the energy of the star, even though this is the Hermit. So it is this feeling of you've done the inner work here to release some things, maybe release limitations with that judgment, to free yourself then in order to walk in the direction of, you know, your divine guidance, your inner calling, maybe even your purpose. Okay, your purpose is also what I'm feeling coming from the Hermit energy, because to me he's a very spiritual card, and he does follow his own inner calling, his own inner voice. And a lot of times when you follow the direction of your inner voice, your inner calling, it does take you to your purpose. So I feel like you've had a lot of moments where you've had to maybe go through stages of release, okay, because I'm feeling energy of release coming from the Judgment. You've had to go through maybe several stages of release, but every time you've done one of those and you've overcome it and come through from it on the other side, you get that much closer to manifesting the thing that you are working towards. Okay, now I think you've had a vision, all right, a vision with the sword here. You felt that vision, you know, it starts in your mind, in your mind's eye. You've had a vision there, but you feel it in your heart with the cup, right? And the wand is the desire, the divine spark, the energy put toward it. And then that pentacle is like you taking the physical first step, right, to see this come into fruition. But your energy, you're the magician, you're the one able to make this happen. So you brought all these elements together within yourself in order to manifest or put you on the path towards some kind of spiritual purpose or calling. Again, the Judgment energy, you've heard the call. And I think with the Hermit, you've answered the call. And that's why the Hermit does take a pilgrimage in the direction of that calling. So you've initiated, again, the Magician is the initiate. You have initiated some things in your life, and it's putting you on the right path towards spiritual purpose, I feel. But not only that, a bigger calling, something is calling you in a different direction, and you've already put that into motion, and now, you know, you're free to pursue it, is kind of what it feels like, because the ball over here with the Magician already feels like it's rolling. And then this card over here is saying, look, you are right to be strong and very optimistic about the opportunities that lie ahead, because you're free to pursue now. So it does feel like you're free to pursue the inner workings, the inner callings of your soul, maybe towards your soul's purpose. There's nothing holding you back here from taking that journey like the Hermit to go fulfill it. I feel like it does almost feel like a door is opening, so that way you can go in the direction of that with the Hermit energy, Taurus. Luck is on your side. It kind of feels like Spirit is also guiding the way. Again, the star energy, wish fulfillment. You're walking in the direction maybe of that wish fulfillment. And it just feels like all the elements are falling into place for you. Okay, we have swords, cups, wands, pentacle. All the elements are falling into place, so that way you can go in the direction of and perhaps pursue that manifestation, that personal goal, perhaps your purpose in some way. You've heard the call. You've taken the steps necessary to go seek that which is calling you. Again, you've had your wake-up call with the horn. Right? And whenever I see the angels in the card, I can't help but think of divine protection as you do this. You may feel lighter for it. You might feel more at ease, more in surrender mode towards the direction that you are being called when it comes to your goals, your manifestations, and your purpose. Again, you have every right to be optimistic about the direction that you're headed in, because again, the Magician is saying, look, you got the power. You have the power to make this happen. There is nothing keeping you from what your soul is calling you to do. Again, it's a pilgrimage of the soul with the Hermit card. He goes in search of what his soul is, you know, yearning for or calling for him to do. And he walks by the light of his lantern in faith, in trust, that even in the dark, he has a light to guide him in the direction of where he needs to go. Okay, so I really do feel like there's nothing holding you back now. Going into the month of October, you are free to pursue your wishes, your goals, your manifestations, because you've maybe stepped into your full power and potential, knowing what you can accomplish, and you are protected in doing so. Again, the idea of, you know, luck is on your side. You have a lot going for you, a lot of good things happening for you. All these elements are falling into place to make this happen, and it's just a matter of you letting go of mental limitations or anything physical limitations. Even it's freeing yourself of those things, reinventing yourself in some way with this Magician card as well, to pursue the thing that is calling you spiritually. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what other cards we get. This is a very it almost feels like, what's the word, fortuitous, right? Fortuitous reading here. Let's see if we can get 3 more cards to help add a little bit of detail to this. Oh, okay, what was that? Look at that. You have the Sun, a card of success, right? Success and enlightenment, illumination. It does provide clarity on a situation, right? So it does light the way. So not only do you have your own inner guidance, your own inner light to light and guide the way, but you also have the Sun at your back, which says that you will be successful in your manifestations. You'll be successful in your personal magic, in whatever it is that you're trying to bring to fruition here. Okay, definitely. So let's see what else we get. Reflection, right? So sometimes we have to do the inner work. We have to look in ourselves and see what it is that we want, see what it is that we don't want. We have to do that self-reflection. But once we do the inner working again of that self-reflection, we kind of can again heal, process, let go, release, right? We can release, and then we can move in the direction of, okay, so we have resistance. And what this is feeling like with the Hermit, because the Hermit is an energy where he is moving by faith, not by sight, right? Because he's walking in the dark. So it's this energy of he's moving in the direction of his inner calling, and he's just walking in surrender mode, walking in faith. Guess what? When you do that, you cannot have any resistance. So I feel like this right here is saying that you're not creating resistance for yourself. Okay, the Hermit is not that energy that would do that. He would walk again by faith, not by sight. He would walk by the light of his own inner compass, his own guidance. And when you do that, when you're walking in surrender mode towards, you know, your manifestations or towards your personal goals, when you're completely surrendered to the divine, there is no resistance. So what it does feel like, if anything, is you've dropped resistance. Again, resistance is very much in line with the Judgment card too, because this is a card of being held back oftentimes, and we have to let go, we have to purge, we have to release things that create limitation. Well, resistance is limitation. So I really do feel like the Judgment has released that resistance. So has the Hermit, and now is walking in an energy of surrender and faith towards the manifestation, towards the personal goals that you've been working on. And all these things are also falling into place because there has been a release of resistance. Again, the Judgment energy is an energy of release, letting go, removing the shackles that bind, freeing yourself. It is a liberation card. So again, you freed yourself up, so that way there is no resistance. So that way now you can walk in the direction of where you're meant to be, where you're meant to go, what you're meant to manifest, what you're meant to achieve. Okay, again, the Sun energy is an energy of success. Okay, so you are right. Again, you're very right to feel optimistic and happy with the Sun, right? About all the beautiful possibilities that do lie ahead, because at the end of the day, you put in the work with the Magician, and that's what's happening now. You're walking in the direction of maybe your purpose, of a greater manifestation of some sort. The resistance has been released, and now you can walk in trust and in faith, okay, that these workings that you're doing with the Magician will indeed manifest. This card is saying that you have every right to feel optimistic, happy, about the opportunities that you will create for yourself moving forward. So if you're not familiar with my channel, what I do is I roll the dice for angel numbers, okay? And I always recommend that you look up and research the number interpretation for yourself. The angel numbers themselves may indeed provide additional messages to help this reading. You might also get messages within the angel number interpretation that would also confirm messages already said in this reading. So what I always say is do the research for yourself. I don't want to recommend a website. It may not be a website that you resonate or connect with. Therefore, if I do that and you don't like the website, it could lose the magic of the numbers themselves, and I wouldn't want that to happen. So what I always say, take the journey to research the numbers yourself. You might find some other nuggets and synchronicities along the way, right? And that's extra special because it could be that the universe actually wants to show you some things along the way while you're researching the number interpretation. So let's see what numbers show up for you, Taurus. Let's see. We have 5. Right there's a number of change. 8. And 7. So 587 is your angel number. Again, go ahead and look that up, see what it says to you. If you feel that this has helped or connected for you, by all means, please do let me know in the comment section down below. To support this channel further, like, share, subscribe, click that little bell for notification as well, so that way you get notified of future videos. And if you want to check out my readings, I do have personal readings out on Etsy. I also make handmade jewelry, so you can check that out if you want to support this channel even more. So I will let you go here. Take care of yourself, Taurus. Be well and keep shining.